and welcome to the Talk to Me America show, where the world wants to know what you have to say. So call me and tell them like it is. I'll let you know when. Welcome to the show. It's another Thursday, another day for the Talk to Me America show. Glad you can make it. Hope you all had a fantastic week. I am DGddss, your hostess. Thank you for clicking on my little acre of the internet today. Like I said, hope you guys had a fantastic week. It's been a good week for me. Nothing in particular happens, good, bad, or indifferent, except for in the outside world. Thank goodness I live where I live, and I can shut things off when they become too much information running through my brain. And it's gonna get worse as the election time goes on. There's even a couple of hints that we may see another assassination attempt. Please pray that that doesn't happen, but if it does, armor of God and stuff like that, which we know he has. And I'm going to show you something in a minute, Cyborg. You'll love this. Something we discussed last week. I also want to wish my husband a happy 70th birthday. It is actually today. God, I'm married to an old man. Just kidding. Actually, he doesn't act anywhere near his age, nor does he look anywhere near his age. So I got lucky there. And the guy can still rip it on the guitar. So that's one of those things that you do until you die. So fantastic for him. All right. Excuse me. Let's see. Let me get to your plugs real quick. We got a whole lot to talk about. We always do. Thank you, Ebtide. My husband's birthday. My voice is kick-ass again. God bless. Thank you, Bin Band. I still have a slight impediment and occasionally problems with words or remembering words, but I'm getting better and better every day. And a lot of that's y'all guys' fault. So you stuck with me through all of this. So I do appreciate. God bless all of you. And I'll go through the chats here in just a minute. We'll do the plugs to the No Prisoners podcast with 451 Actual and Kevin's Cat of Coffee and Face the Ace. And hopefully they'll do a show tomorrow. I'll try to be on there. I've been sleeping later lately. Or I get up early and then I go back to bed. It helps too. I got to get rest. I find I speak better in the beginning of the day as opposed to the end of the day. So, and singing's getting better and everything like that too. I see on here that I've got to sing Happy Birthday. You're going to have to help me though. Everybody help me. Okay. All right. Let's see. That's on Pilled. Also too, I'm on Pilled. I am on Rumble, YouTube, and Odysee tonight. Of course, YouTube hasn't been doing too much for me, so after about an hour, I'm starting to do like everybody else does. From what I could see, Salty Cracker started it once they gave him a bunch of problems. But then I saw Jimmy Dore do it. I've watched several people do it, and they go to Rumble. So, excuse me. So free speech. That's what I'm a proponent of anyway. So it's a good thing. Pastor Shadley and the Pond, I see you there. Welcome. He is my main moderator, so be nice to him because he's means is. I gotta say, I can't even begin to say that. He's only means is to people that turn out to be shills. So what can I tell you? He's fantastic for that. So if you don't want shills on your podcasts, get Pastor Shadley to be your moderator, maybe. At least get some advice from him. I enjoy his advice as well. And of course, that means the Pond is here also. So welcome, Pond. Appreciate you being here. And if you don't mind, hit one of my platforms in person for just a minute or two so I get your numbers. And you can give me some fire or some thumbs up or some pluses or whatever platform you're on provides for you. Red Dawn Radio, or as I like to call him, Tyrone, the Drunken Rocky, whose show is on right after mine. You'll laugh, you'll cry. If you stay up late enough with him, you'll get to listen to him sleep. Can't figure that one out, but hey, people, put it this way, people watch other people playing video games, so I can't imagine that doesn't happen either, especially since we're talking about weirdness tonight. It's unbelievable. I'm still flabbergasted they would go from the heights of Hitler to you're weird. What the We'll talk about some of that tonight. I can't believe they went there. And I can't believe that they think that it's, well, we'll get there. All right. Coffee Talk with Sandra. Actually, her show, I believe, is also on Right After Mine. I think. I'll look in a minute. DJ Based, Raynoth. All of my friends and smigs out there. Some guy from Maine. Rougarou, Not Me Be, and Town. Hang on a second here. That's me in the corner. With the schedule, pureblood.tv. You can check out when your favorites are playing. Or you can discover new people. Okay, yeah, that's right. And Coffee Talk with Sandra starts after me, according to this listing. So go and check that out. Like I say, you can verify when your favorites are going to be on, and you can find some new favorites. All right, and then of course, y'all guys know how to support the channel. It's my merch shop. As you can see, I put a few new things in there. I've shown them to you, but I hadn't had a chance to put them in there. And I'm working on 5 things for you guys right now. So be patient with me. Still looking for one more pattern, but I think I might be able to combine a couple and make it like it's supposed to be, since nobody has a real one. All right. And of course, I'm always one for this guy, the Brochet. He's one of my favorite crocheters. Maybe because he crochets weapons and then uses them to make funny videos. There's no guy around here with a bumper sticker that says it and gets like itself. Yeah, I see that. Uptide, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. I'm going to show you this. I'll go over you guys in a few minutes. But I thought this was pretty funny. Brochets, he keeps crocheting all these nifty, neato weapons. A lot of which are like medieval. I like that.
Finish him. Get over here. Yarntality. It works.
Yarntality. I'm hoping, actually, he did do an instructional video this past week of making the, oh god, I can't remember the name, but it's ball on the chain with a handle. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. But actually, I hope he shares a lot of his patterns, because I'll make some of them and put them in my shop for the guys, because I know most of my stuff is kind of girly. I mean, I don't know a lot of guys that want to buy a heart pillow unless it's like for a gift or something like that. So, which is fine. Teddy bear. That can be for anybody though. And this is my little blue jean. He's concerned. He's very concerned. That's just how his eyes came out. But I loved him, so I gave him to him. So he's always concerned about you. If you're feeling low and you're feeling sick, little concerned teddy bear. What can I tell you? All right. I've also got Ko-Fi, Cash App. I'm on Odysee and Rumble with the what do they call them? Super Chats. And of course the real fun stuff on Pilled. They know how to party, you know, the pills, the cans, the spaceships, etc., etc. Cookies, things like that. All my links are below. Click on some of them, will ya? And also too, I got a P.O. box. You can send me something. Snail mail. I love to get gifts. Best thing you can do though is share. Hit the like button, hit the fire button, thumbs up, yada yada yada. Share. Because, especially now, and really especially now, the closer it gets to the elections, and then probably also afterwards, the more we don't need to be shutting up. We got to keep this freedom of speech trend going, Because from what I can see, again, we are still winning no matter what they want to tell us. And no matter how much they want to call us weird. God, I'm still... We are winning, but we can't be complacent. You know, the stranger they get this way. I still think that they're trying to act all confused, and they're masters of confusion in order to get us to put our guards down and say, oh man, these guys are crazy. We got it in the bag, and then don't go do anything about it. Wrong, 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 wrong. No time to shut up right now. Can't get complacent. Okay, and we have to remember also too, if God is with us, as Christ is with us, we have already won. You know we have already won. Okay. All right, let's see who's in the chat. I'm going to start over here with Odysee. I hope I haven't missed too many people. There have been a bunch of Mr. Tizo and Bin Band. Welcome to the show. He's got some awesome memes. Oh, see, I told you I still have problems with that stuff. No, do. Yeah, actually, that doesn't get in my head anymore. I usually get songs. I don't know. I haven't had a song stuck in my head in a while. Can't take her. Okay. Bin Ban brings my meme hose to the yard, and their life is better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. Yep. All right. Ebb Tide, Miss Pastor Shadley, hello. How are you? Welcome. And thank you for being my moderator. Ken Killer, welcome. Super Trucker, I'm complicit about what? Some things, yeah. Especially if there's nothing I can do about it except for, like, wrinkle my nose up and complain on the internet. Let's see. We still around because we leave no one on the battlefield. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have some peeps to do it for. Of course, I am compelled. I am still just a vessel. I'm still compelled to do this even after I couldn't talk. I just hoped everybody could understand me because I feel like I'm being used for some kind of a messenger. I hope that I do touch whoever needs to be touched out there. I don't even need to know about it because God's going to do it through me, hopefully. In dog years, we've been married a long freaking time. Actually, let's see, May the 30th made, let's see, 2009. I don't even keep track of that. We just, the only reason I got married is because my sister paid for it. I didn't need a piece of paper to tell me who I was married to. Sergeant Tripod, welcome. So I'm not missing any. The Gray Man, welcome to the show. There was an old guy around. Look at the size of my new TV compared to my dishwasher. A racist would say, no, sorry. A sexist would say, if you watch Greg Gutfield. Okay. That reminds me, I didn't find it. I'm gonna have to look for it again. I had a funny one. You know me, I'll never grow up. That was is that an actual album or did you make that up and just stick Rocky's face on there? Super long, high pitched. Oh, you already got me laughing. Super long, high pitched parts. It's funny, but it looks real. You got to tell me, is that real or no? Because I'll make a 24-hour channel play just that. I bet I'd make $1 billion on it. Gray Man says, Bin Man says you're retarded, wicked retarded, but retarded nonetheless. Okay, as usual, I don't see anybody over here on YouTube. I'm sorry. It's meme magic. Okay, darn, that's terrible. We gotta have something like that. Got my hopes all up. I don't know why I found that so funny. My daily cry laugh. Oh, okay. Alright, over here on Pilled we have Mr. Tizo and Cyborg. Is it really your birthday too? 3 people in here having a birthday. Okay, you guys, I got something for you, Cy, that I think you'll want to hear. So don't go away yet, unless it's like an emergency or something like that. I understand. All right, if you do miss it, I'll play it again for you. All right, and then over here on a Rumble, Salty Old Fart, welcome to the show. Good evening. Resistant, here's what I heard. She's black. Me? No, not me. And not Kamala either. Limited Access says, please warm up. Sing happy birthday to my wonderful husband, Pat. Thanks in advance. I will super chat you to tell you when to. Hugs and smooshes, okay? Hit that thumbs up, Smickers. Yes, thank you. Salty Matt Jameson, Odysee won't work? Really? Odyssee's not working? Bin Ban, hey, if he passes out on a stream, he may rip ass and it's there forever. Internet magic. Well, clip it for me. We'll make our own album and then put on a 24-hour station. 24 hours of nothing but flatulence. How many... How many people are gonna clip pieces and parts of that for different stuff? Hey Tetris, welcome to the show. Okay, what happened there, Tetris? All right, let's see who else is there. Limited SMJ. Oh, okay. Limited access, resistance. Get her show started, then I'll bring the laptop into Pat. Into Pat. Okay, thanks in advance. I am here we go. You sound great. Back to normal. Almost. Getting there. In fact, I think I said something. I was listening to 451 Actual, and he said something, and I always talk back to the screen. And I said something that even surprised myself. So I'm very happy. All praise be to God. He obviously wants me to keep talking. I'm not sure what that little episode was, except for the fact maybe I was taking things for granted. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm not about to ask. Sweet following here. Didn't know you were on Pilled. Oh, yeah. Been on Pilled for... I don't know. I don't keep track of these things. At least 4 months, though. All right. Super duper means is, yeah, resistant. Weird says the queers. Well, if you watch my video, weird, the definition of weird isn't anything near what we think it is. I mean, there's acronyms for it and everything. They use that for it, but it has to do with magic and the supernatural. And being above average. You know what I mean? Being out there. So if you watch my video, I actually did the definition from the Webster's. So, but I talk about somebody's, birthdays abound here. Well, it wasn't for working for me, and you look at way hotter on Rumble, just... Oh, wait, not that kind of hot? Oh, okay. Midwest Gunner, welcome to the show. Do you want to know the fakest and gayest thing ever? A Kamala Harris Pete Buttigieg ticket. Yeah, of all the people, and wait a minute, and they're screaming and yelling about her blackness, yet they showed 6 potentials or 7 potentials, and every single one of them are whiter than I am. So yeah, I don't want to hear any of this racist shit anymore. Not to mention the fact you're not black. Space Pirate Von, you're weirdos. You better believe it. That's why I made that video. I'm an expert at weird. I've been being called weird since I was little. So what can I say? Actually, a woman getting beat up by the man in the Olympics is more gay. Actually, that's despicable. And I thought I read somewhere, this must have been another one of those lies. It gets us, even the best of us sometimes. But I thought I had read somewhere that the Olympics made a rule. None of that. And now we got people on X, I've noticed, that are trying to tell her, oh, she was born a woman. She just has some disease that makes her produce more testosterone than her. Yeah, tell me another one. Tell me another one. If that's the case, then she probably juices or something. How many times have you actually heard that? Where it made any significance. I'm sorry, but I don't believe a thing that comes out of anybody in the media's mouth anymore. I even have trouble with our side, and I've told you about that before too. But it makes for good comedy and good stuff to produce, you know, for us streamers and video makers. Domestic abuse for your viewing pleasure, weirdos. Weird equals master of fate. Right, exactly. So, she's a woman's is for show. She was born with a mohab. Yeah, that's what I say. She, and I don't know why are we calling her she. This person who squashed an Italian's dreams, which I'm not sure why women want to box. I would always have a problem. I wasn't afraid of being hit in the face. I was always afraid of being hit in the body. These things right here were some of the most sensitive things on my body. If you hit me in the face, I just start seeing red and go after you. But you hit me in the torso, it hurts. That was always my problem with that. Very funny. Okay, where masters of media deception. Exactly. Okay. Sai, are you there, my friend? This was something that we spoke about last week, and I think probably I was meant to share it with everyone because well, like I say, it was something really random that came across my feed. I believe it was yesterday, but I didn't forget our conversation. Are you there, Sai? This is for you, and this is what I was telling you about last time when you talked about Trump not believing in God.
I believe in God. I believe in the Bible. I'm a Christian. I have a lot of reasons. I love people.
And our country needs a savior right now, and our country has a savior. And that's not me. That's somebody much higher up than me. Much higher up. We just do what we have to do. But the life and death and resurrection of Jesus Christ forever changed the world. It's impossible to think of the life of our own country without the influence of his example and of his teachings. A miraculous founding, overcoming civil war, and the United States ultimately becoming a truly great nation. And we're going to keep it that way. We're going to keep it that way. We're not going to let it go. Not going to let it go. But none of this could have ever happened without Jesus Christ.
You want to repeat that? Limited access?
Church. None of it. And we have to remember that Jesus Christ is the ultimate source of our strength and of our hope. Let us thank Almighty God for our nation, for our precious freedoms, and most of all, and I have to say this, for the gift of God's everlasting mercy and grace. We ask God to bless our nation and our people with faith and hope and love and peace.
So even Trump said himself that we have a savior. And he also said that savior.
Yeah, actually, yes, he does say Jesus Christ. You spoke a little too soon there, limited access. But that's okay. We all make mistakes. What can I say? But anyway, yes, there you go. I can appreciate that he talks about it. None of the other candidates will or do. And someone else mentioned that not too long ago. I think it was Megyn Kelly or somebody. I'm not sure. I can't keep up with everybody or every little thing. You guys gotta... I'm good, but I'm not that good. All right, I'm going to open the phone lines. I'm trying to keep this light because everybody's taking all this stuff so seriously, and some of this stuff really, really doesn't make any difference. It really doesn't. It's like a lot of people are watching the Olympics, and they have this to say about it, that to say about all of this stuff. I don't care. I really don't care. And to me, it's bread and circuses. Basically, bread and circuses. Whatever it is, to pay attention. I admire that these people work really hard and everything, but does it really help anybody? Okay, so they're number one at running, or they're number one at swimming. Is that going to make your grave any bigger? Probably not. All right, so the phone lines are open, and the question of the day, just going on about our weirdness. All right, this is the whole show is going to be about weirdness. Like I said, I'm queen of weirdness, but I'm the queen of being able to pick it out too. Just you know, like my great mother always used to say, it takes one to know one. You can't point things out about other people unless you recognize them with yourself. So Megan Thee Stallion did this video with Kamala Harris. Everybody talked about how lame this thing was, but I don't always look at everything like that. I get into the more simple things and everything. And actually, you know, he was talking about something that gets stuck in my head. This is what's been stuck in my head for the last couple of days. What in the world is this? You saw that? I'm going to do it one more time. Now, the reason why that's in my head is because of the fact that that noise was played throughout that whole song. Every time somebody showed her twerking on the presidential stage, big whoop, the song that was playing, you heard the boom, 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 but I kept hearing that noise throughout the whole song. What the hell is that? That's my question of the day. Somebody want to tell me what the hell that is? Like I say, he put the phenomena up there and said, oh, song is in your head. No, that noise has been in my head for the last 2 days. Mainly because I'm trying to figure out what the hell that means. Why in the world would she do that? Because was she trying to cough something up? Is this what happens to people who do too much coke now? I mean, or is she trying to identify as a cat? That's exactly what that reminded me of. And I've heard it so many times. That was what got stuck in my head this week. Not that Mana song. Let's see. First time I heard it, Lord, thanks you. It's been worrying me. What? Never says Jesus. Oh, yes. Yes. I don't remember when was the first time he had said that. But I do know that there have been a lot of, what do they call them? Like preachers and stuff like that, the holy community or whatever you call it, they all pray over him, and he's never like shunned them or anything like that. Okay, yeah. So he has mentioned on more than one occasion, and he always accepts prayers. and everything like that. So yeah. Besides, it's not for us to judge him, his relationship with God, just his actions. Everything the leftists do is lies and deception. All right, so what is that? Yes, stallions are male horses. Again, another example of the fact that everything is opposite when it comes to them. No matter what they tell you or do or say, it's usually they mean the exact opposite, but they're the masters of confusion. So, like I say, they try to keep you confused, so you think they're confused. So you think, I can see it happening right now. They're trying to make it look like they've got so much chaos in their party that they're going to lose automatically and that we won't have to do anything. We got it in the bag. Don't worry about it. No. Don't fall for that. But yeah, what can I say that with the tongue on everything. I don't know if I hate that or the smacking sound some of them make when they. I can't even do it. I couldn't do it when I was well. So that was something. They would make a loud popping sound. It would echo across the cafeteria. Baphomet has a male goat head and a female breast. That's why the left follows Baphomet, representation of trans delusion. Okay. But yeah, and like I say, that was going. Why would anybody use that sound in the music as part of the beat too? That's what I say. That's what got stuck in my head this week. Meanwhile, they're still trying to sew Trump's mouth shut. And don't forget the phone lines are open. All right. This came across my feed today from Conservative Roof. I'm not sure where they got it. I just saw the headlines, decided to read it to you because this is something that they're trying to divert us away from, especially with all the rigmarole of the Olympics. They've turned everything pretty much either political, or cultural, or culturally weird, if you want to call it that. Just in, New York Appeals Court judges decide to maintain Trump's gag order until sentencing. Now, that was supposed to be on July 11th. But, I don't know, did they postpone it to like September or something like that? New York State Appeals Court has rejected former Donald Trump's request to lift a gag order imposed in his business records falsification case. The order will remain in effect until Trump's sentencing. On August 1st, the Appellate Division 1st Department issued an opinion stating that it had reviewed former Trump's challenge to the gag order imposed in March by New York Supreme Court Judge Juan Merchan. I've heard, just about everybody that I've heard that is supposedly a law expert says that usually once the court case is over, even pending punishment or sentencing, that the gag order expires. So again, they're trying to shut him up, and I think one of the reasons why they're trying to shut him up is because he's not taking their shit. He doesn't owe them anything. He doesn't have to depend on any of them's money. And I've said this a million times before too. I bet every one of these people that are screaming and yelling about how horrible he is and everything have been their ass in his office at one time or another down through the years, asking him for money. And they've even found out that he donated to Kamala Harris's fund, like $5,000 or something like that. No Prisoners podcast. Please keep. Hang on. Looks like we have a prayer request. Kevin, in your prayers, last we heard he may have been having a serious health issue. Oh, okay. We have not heard from him in over 24 hours. Okay. Well, definitely keep Kevin in your prayers. He might just be taking a break. Try not to think too ill of what's going on with him. He has told us he has mental problems sometimes. Maybe you just need a break. I gotta tell you, staying off the internet sometimes is the best thing for me. When I feel a little bit overwhelmed and everything, it's a good thing to take a break from the computer. That's why I'm not pushing myself too hard to do a second show. I know how much time this takes all the time. Even that video that I did yesterday took me almost 7 hours. Main thing was I don't have an assistant looking for look for information and clips and things like that for me. But but yes, please keep Kevin in your prayers. Ask the Lord to lead and guide him where he needs him to be. Amen. You never know. It might not be with us. We can't be upset or disappointed. He's got to have his own relationship with God, and God's going to lead him where he wants him to go. So God's will be done. You guys know that. It'll be disappointing to us, but we will know, in that case, that he's doing God's will. That's it. That's the most important thing. No one is answering their phone either, unfortunately. Okay, well, like I said before, he may think he needed a break. You never can tell. Be patient. Be patient. Bobby Digital, welcome, welcome. You sound better and better every week. Thank you. I'm so glad, and praise God, he's giving it back to me. He's letting me have it back. Like I say, this something I'm supposed to be seeing or showing something. Maybe I'm supposed to be keeping in touch with the medical community to keep reminding me that they're phony as well, and to keep sharing the truth with everybody. I didn't let it get me down. I believe that's also what he wants me to show others, even though I don't feel that great. I don't feel that worthy of anybody's praise. I just do what I do. Okay, well, definitely keep Kevin in your prayers. Hopefully we'll see him tomorrow. If not, like I say, be patient. Be patient. Hopefully everything is okay. It might have something to do with Bruce too. Thank you, Bobby Digital. Love you too. Okay. Anyway, so now they're still trying to keep Trump shut up. The only thing about it is the only thing that they seem to be able to keep him shut up about is this court case. He can talk about anything and everything else that he wants to talk about, and has been. Thank you. He pretty much said no more. After they shot him in the ear and they've pretty much done everything to him, he's finally broken and said no more, Mr. Nice Guy. He's gonna do it the right way, but he's not gonna let anybody walk all over him anymore. No more. Like when he went into the Lion's Den, supposedly, when he went to the Black Journalist Convention or whatever like that. And he basically just told them the truth. He didn't say anything racist. He just said the truth, and that's why they hate him. Even Jimmy Dore will tell you, you don't get punished for lying. So, but if you want to tell the truth, boy, watch out. All right. Okay, well, we'll go on to the weirdness. Don't forget the phone lines are open. On to the weirdness. Okay, first, and this is like I said earlier, I want to ask a couple of questions about this supposed weirdness label that the Democrats have used against us. First of all, why? Why on earth would they think that would hurt our feelings at this point? I asked the same thing in my earlier video. After all the names they've pinned on us. I mean, what's worse than Nazi?
Hey, we got a word for Nazis back in Brooklyn, pal.
I'm comfortable being called a Nazi. You think there's some other word that will hurt my feelings? Yeah, think before you talk shit. Rick.
I love Rick and Morty. They basically come up with just about everything, but that's during the Parasite episode in season 2. Gnome Sane, welcome to the show. Appreciate it. Just wanted to say hello. Loved your short video. Oh, thank you. I've found that that my funniness, I still have problems with funniness and the camera. It's like it took me forever with the camera because I don't know what it is. I can do things improv. The minute I try and video record something, I don't know. I'm not camera shy. I just get dumbfounded sometimes. So it took me forever to do that. But yeah, what made them think that this was going to hurt our feelings after everything else they called us? Nazis, phobes, ists. Now weird all of a sudden is supposed to hurt our feelings? I don't get it, you know? I just don't get it, okay? But also, does anyone feel like they're having deja vu? I mean, just bear with me for a couple of minutes here.
Ian and his running mate are saying, let's just play weird.
These guys are just weird. That's who they are.
As weird and creepy as J.D. Vance.
Super weird idea from J.D. Vance.
Yeah, it's quite weird. Just plain weird.
Just plain weird.
Just plain weird.
That stuff is weird. They come across weird, and then they start being weird. Yeah, they're weird.
Hey, really weird.
He's such a weirdo.
Trump and his weirdo running mate, they're weird. Deeply and profoundly weird.
They are weird. These Republicans just being weird, it's just weird. It's really weird.
Republican weirdness goes even deeper.
He said a lot of things that are weird, a weird style that he brings, weird policies. Let's start with the weird thing, because it is a thing.
Just plain weird.
What was weird was his talking about Diet Mountain Dew. Who drinks Diet Mountain Dew?
You ever seen the guy laugh? That seems very weird to me that an adult can go through 6.5 years of being in the public eye. If he has laughed, it's at someone, not with someone. That is weird behavior.
Weird and cultish.
These are weird people on the other side.
He kind of doubled down on his weird ideas.
I think weird is probably
generous. Simply weird. These guys are just plain weird.
Vance as weird?
You know, as the campaign said, weird.
It really is just plain weird.
J.D. Vance, plain weird.
No, I mean, I don't know how else you can read it.
Weird. It is kind of weird.
We're not afraid of weird people.
The other side, they're just weird. Why are you being so weird?
Vance has done something more extreme, more weird.
No matter what kind of weird stuff they keep saying.
Trump and Vance are just weird, in addition to being dangerous to democracy.
That's the weird part that's the most engaging.
Whom he addressed as my beautiful Christians, which was super weird.
Weird tech bro, J.D. Vance.
He's a weird guy.
J.D. Vance, uneasy and sort of weird.
Frankly, for lack of a better word, that he's weird.
Sarcastic remarks that aren't even funny, and he kind of shows that he can't really deliver a one-liner.
So, Sam, weird is the word here in terms of initial impressions from Vance to the American public.
Okay. Sounds like everybody got their merchandise. This is why I consider it just... This is deja vu, like this.
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our Treasure Valley communities,
The El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But we are concerned about troubling irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and false news.
Yeah, did anybody check any of the, did anybody do any fact checking to see just what they were talking about? How weird? Who was weird? Why they're weird? I don't think so. What can I tell you? I won't bore you with the rest of this. This, as I say, after seeing the first one by Grabian, the second one just came to my mind. It's like I've been here. It's deja vu. And the first one actually, just like the second one, gets longer and longer and longer and longer. They've been talking about weird now for, 4 days? Something like that. So, and do they really, really, really want to go there? I mean, does that remind you of anything? Okay. And here, how weird is it that they're trying to convince everybody now that Kamala is black? I trust this explanation about it way, way more than anything I'm hearing coming from the mainstream media. I think someone just mentioned this guy, but here we go.
She was everybody's favorite Hindu Indian prosecutor and attorney general and senator. Now she becomes black. But, you know, I met her daddy, fine gentleman, Professor Harris. And the problem with her being black is Professor Harris says he's Caucasian, mixed Irish and Hindu. He doesn't have any black ancestors, but his Irish ancestors owned a lot of slaves in Jamaica and had them to work on plantation. So if mama is on the birth certificate listed as a Caucasian, daddy says he's a Caucasian Hindu and has no black ancestors, how did she get to be black? She was...
He knows her daddy. You can't get that wrong. Mr. Tizo, you just sent me something. I don't usually like to do things. Oh, it didn't come up, whatever it was. Did I miss? Did I not? All right. No, Stain just became a monthly supporter over there on Rumble. I do appreciate that. I'm sorry I don't have any exclusive creations for anybody, and I don't usually. I've tried to make some, but this stuff. Why pay for this? Why have to pay for this? If you feel like I'm doing good work, then that's great. But I would never charge you for the stuff that you can see anyway on the internet. And of course, I would never do anything that I would have to really charge for anyway, if you catch my drift. For those of you that think that I have that I'm sometimes naked on camera, I would never do that. My God and my husband would kill me. Let's see. Limited access with a donation over there on Rumble. Thank you so much for the donation. You get one of these.
Hey, look, green paper. Green paper.
Okay, no, I'm saying you can have one too.
Hey, look, green paper. Green paper.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. She says, Professor Harris is a Marxist economist teacher. Yes, we know. Her mother also supposedly marched in some kind of racial something or other. Post-millennial status. How come that didn't... Oh, maybe this is why. I'll try this. Mr. Tiso just sent me an X post. Let me see what they say. This isn't gross or anything, is it? We're not coming after your kids. Oh my God! Excuse me. Do I really want to watch this? Do we really want to watch this? I put it this way, I start seeing things like this, I walk to the other side of the street. That is if I'm walking down the street. I'm sorry, I just, they're unpredictable most of the time. Not to mention the fact most of them do this stuff for attention, but the minute you look at them sideways, they go nuts on you. So, just for you, Mr. Tizo, thank you for the submission.
I'm a little trans girl, small and cute. These are the pigtails.
Nope, sorry. Excuse me. I'm about to throw up in my mouth here. That's not yours, Mr. Tizo. Thanks, but no thanks. Come on, Tetris. You don't need to ask that. East Indians are actually considered Caucasian, not Asian. Either way, I don't care what she says. She's not black. And they didn't let What's-Her-Face get away with it. When they found out she was white, oh my God, the shit hit the fan and you know it. Yeah, sorry, dude. I don't even want to look at this person anymore. Let's see, where was I? Okay. All right, here is some more of Judge Brown. The man to me is awesome, and he tells it like it is. Like I say, this is someone that I would trust way more, and he was in the media for a while. But you always could tell he did not play. He does not play. He did not play. He was all up in that LA and everything like that, but it sounds to me like he didn't let it get him into it. He still could see the truth. He still could see what was actually going on. But here's another good take on her.
How you feel about Trump calling Kamala Harris a bum?
She is.
A bum.
She's one of those career prosecutors that suffers from character deficits. She's one of these people that had absolutely no connection with what the hell was going on. She wasn't.
You can always tell by her speeches when that's the case. And actually, other than what he says about her and the fact that she supposedly slept her way to the top, she is in that aspect just like a stripper. If you've ever met a stripper, worked with one or anything like that, I'll tell you a story about that. One day my brother brought one home. They will talk to you for hours on end, and when you're done, they have actually said abso-fucking-lutely nothing. In fact, it reminds me of that part in Rocco's Modern Life when they're in the comic book shop, and this one guy's explaining to the other about some superhero, and he looks over at him and says, "God, you're an idiot." That's that's what Kamala Harris reminds me of with her today and tomorrow speech. And that's why I was talking about how bad of an actress she is. She knows 4 or 5 little speeches that she's memorized, and she tries to Shakespeare them out to you. The passage of time, and this and that and the other thing. First of all, I've never seen a black person act that badly. Never. Just never. I never have. I've never seen a black actor that bad. But again, she's not black. She, as a matter of fact, when she was becoming senator, they were all you're the first Asian American, this and that. She just wants to be first again. She didn't get enough of the first as she came up the ladder, even though she didn't earn it, DEI. But yeah, but listen to what else he says.
A student at a time when there were opportunities, but she could have made some to go out and made a difference in her community that she claims, but she didn't. And her claim is a false one. So I don't.
Most of her claims are false.
Taking advantage of the situation. I think it is unfair to the people who she is making a false claim of identity with, and it also is not fair to the people she ought to be identified with. See,
basically, she's turned her back on her actual people to try and cajole, I guess, or try to be a part of black community. And some of them have accepted her. I mean, look at Charlemagne the God. He's asked her questions, but I think he's opposition. He's controlled opposition, because he'll still go and tell anybody that's not prestigious like she is and everything that they're oppressed. He'll tell you that he's oppressed. How many millionaire is he? How many newscasts has he been on, including Fox News? So yeah, give me a break. Nope. Not buying it. Not buying it. And that just tells me that he's just another one of those paid propagandists. Someone has met his price, and he's doing the job for it. All right. More judge what's his name? Brown, more Judge Brown. I love this guy. And the thing is, too, I like him because he don't hold back. He says it like it is. He doesn't, you don't have all this flowery language. Do you understand everything that's coming out of his mouth? I do.
But I gotta ask you about Kamala Harris. How you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit. I was in California. She lacked professional competence, and she worked on it by hiking up her hemline when she needed influence rather than researching. I was out in California for 15 years doing my show when she was at her peak, and she had a reputation amongst the trial lawyers of being lazy. She just hiked her skirt up and try to flirt, and she wasn't that good in the courtroom, if not pretty bad in the courtroom. So I'm not surprised at what she does. She's 60 years old, and I think listening to her word salad and the way she talks, I think she's got early onset dementia and also some problems with menopausal complications. That's that, you see, today is going to be tomorrow, so since it's going to be tomorrow, today we have tomorrow, which is why we are now. Like, what did you say?
Like I said, she's memorized a couple of things that sound profound, and she's turned it into her version of her Shakespearean acting. And usually she's horrible at it. She's extremely bad at it. Nobody believes her. Now, I could have gone and gotten a lot of videos from black people, especially after this last rally she did. There was even one that came across my feed that this woman was claiming to work for the stadium or whatever it was that they were in. And basically, they said that they got bus loads. They were paying homeless people to be in the arena. Give them food and some cash and some drink and stuff like that. So I wouldn't put it past them. They've paid for people's votes and everything else before, and they're doing their damnedest to try and make someone that nobody even remembered or knew who the hell she was before Biden dropped out into some, all of a sudden she's this fantastic person that's gonna save America. No, absolutely not. And nobody's buying it. Absolutely nobody is buying it. Not the Republicans, not the conservatives, not even a lot of Democrats, and especially, like I say, I've seen nothing but black people come in here. What do you think you're doing, Kamala? You're not part of us. You know, and there was even one guy said something about skin folk, but not kinfolk or something like that. He's like, she ain't even skin folk. So yeah, I don't think she's gonna get a lot of support. I really don't. They're having to pay people to support her. And it doesn't sound like they're, like I say, if you looked at any of that video footage of her before or whatever it was afterwards, they said that the people just went to see the concert because it was free. And that when she started talking, people were working up. The only ones that probably didn't walk out were on the buses because they had to wait for the bus again. So yeah, not many people are buying it. They took advantage of the free concert, which I don't know. I guess they like Megan Thee Stallion. I don't particularly care for her. And like I said, her music to me is just noise. She literally, like I say, when I listened to the video that came across my feed so many times with her and everybody complaining about, oh, that's not presidential, that she shouldn't have had Megan Thee Stallion and all that, is the only thing I could hear, because I mean, I heard Megan, somewhat rapping. She said, but I understood not even one word. Some people were saying, oh, she's talking about booty and sucking it and things like that. And like, well, I'm glad I missed that. But the one thing I could hear was that noise. And it's like, really? Just another way to steal contributions. They are good at that. Yeah, oh yeah. Yep. Like I said, he actually goes on to explain actually how she made it to where she made it and who made it possible. Willie Brown, Montel Williams, Willie Brown again after that. So yeah, I don't remember the part about the senator, but I don't really care either. Okay. I've had a couple of people go on and off here on YouTube. It's more than I have in a while, but still nobody's right there. It's almost time to say goodbye to YouTube. So I trust Judge Brown, more than I trust any other person. I always loved his show because he don't play. He lets you know how it is. All right, I'm beginning to think there are some to think some are right about some blacks being held back by some white folks, but not the ones that they keep claiming. Oh, you know what? I had her up here. Where is she? I was gonna do a if I can find her. That was another one. Where? I thought I saved it, but I'm sure by now everything. You recognize this girl? Let's see. Maybe I have her in my watch later video. I saved thing. Where is she? I thought I saved her. Anyway, she was the one that got on that Zoom call, white girls or white women for Kamala. And this girl, whoever this girl is, she plays Miss Frazzled, and she's part of the gentle parenting group or whatever like that. But she gave the speech about, God forbid, don't ever correct people of color and just listen to them. Put your listening ears on. All this. It sounded so condescending. White Wings, welcome to the show over there on Pill. Thanks for being here. Please share. Don't forget to share the show. We need people to get in, and the phone lines are open. This is supposed to be a call-in talk show, but I don't have problems. That's why I try to get usage of it and everything. But you probably heard her very condescending speech to all the white women on how they should treat black people. But this gives you an idea. This woman is, in my opinion, no matter how sweetly and how wonderfully and how she's Karen. To me, she's Karen. Listen to this crap. This is the girl that these women were listening to, and that she was a guest on that Zoom call.
Oh, no, she's not bringing you red wine. One of your eyes on me. Did you ask if it was okay to wear white today? Oh, I think you know, silly goose, but can you say cultural norm? There are lots of ways to have a wedding, but where we live, there's a tradition. Only a bride wears white, and that's a special part of being a bride in our society. Were you told that wasn't going to be the rule?
Who is she? This is another one of those people that say, who died and left you in charge? And why do you think you have the authority? That she's condescending. You can see it in her eyes. She's being all nice and nice. I'm killing you, silly goose, and making it look like, oh, I'm not really ridiculing you or telling you how to be or live or anything like that. I'm just talking to you like a kindergartner because I'm better than you are. That's what I get from her. Here's another example of this person. Let's see if I can. See if I can find her. I mean, just like I say, the eyes tell everything. If you pay attention to this chick's eyes, she's literally talking down to you and saying, "I'm better than you. You better listen to me. I'm being sweet as can be." I'm sorry, that doesn't give you an excuse to boss people around. I don't care how sweet you are. But even the cadence of her voice, she sounds condescending. And again, was this your wedding? I could see if this was your wedding. But, Oh, here's another one. She's talking about, like, she's some kind of expert on etiquette at weddings. Let's see.
On how everybody stop. No, thank you, Jeremy. She said she didn't want cake on her face. She doesn't want to do it back. That was fun for you, but not fun for her. And can you think in your brain, why might that be? Oh, you can't help her fix it this time. No, it's done. That was it.
Oh, shut. Again, who do you think you are? Look at the people does a face like that and starts to command it, or starts telling you, oh, we really shouldn't do that. Oh, it's so baby. No, you are a condescending Karen. No, I'm sure nobody asked you to be in charge of who's anybody's wearing, and she's literally talking to the groom right now. She thinks she's being protective of the bride. Stay out of their marriage. Like I said, this was the most cringe thing, and that's what I say. The first thing I thought of was, let's go see what else she does, because they were introducing her as that she was some fabuloso YouTuber or whatever. Like, she's got a bunch of shorts like this where she's lecturing people on stuff. I'm sorry. No, absolutely not. And like I say, to me, she's Karen. Midwest Gunner, if Kamala actually gets elected, the annual President's Day mattress sale will take on a whole new meaning. And will be quite weird. Yes. Yes, she is super cringe, White Wings. And like I say, it's very, very condescending. I don't give a damn how sweet you are. You don't have the right to be lecturing other people on anything. Again, especially, and you know, it sounds almost like she doesn't ever talk to adults. Because every time I've seen her, it's always listening ears, eyes on me. Who does that? Kindergarten teachers. And that's what she is. That's actually what she is. Can we slap her now? I'm not saying nothing about that. But put it this way. After about 1 minute, probably not even 1 minute, after about 30 seconds of her with her eyelids down and her looking down her nose, talking like this, and with the fingers and all this eyes, no, I'd walk away. I'd be gone. And if she followed me, I would turn around and look at her and tell her, how about some personal space? That's it. This right here are the people that I think are holding black people down. These, like her, are the ones that are telling them, oh no, I will do anything for you. You're oppressed. You go ahead and you and this and that and the other thing. And I wouldn't be surprised if she did that to a black person's face, some of these women especially, that they would want to slap her. So I'm not condoning it, but I'm starting to see, and people are starting to see, people have had enough of this kind of shit. Really, and especially from liberal white women. They're the only ones that I ever see doing this. Occasionally a male feminist, but even they don't get this bad. All right. Speaking of weird, we're going to get into some of the comedy now and say goodbye to YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. Nobody was on YouTube anyway. Yes, end the stream.